The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chargers and the Bills on Sunday night primetime.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They run. First carry for Damian Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Allen going to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Harris running straight ahead. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
One man in the backfield, Murray on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game. And
in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers ready to take over. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. And if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go. And now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. Oh, that one well designed as they'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to babble his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Needing the tough yards and running with a full down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That was second down run for Murray. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th-and-1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th-and-1. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
So they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Murray will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
They're certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. It's another first down, as this time they get an even 20.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Herbert running left off the option. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Deontay Hardy, 1 man to beat. And finally out of bounds, so he doesn't take it the distance. All but 5 yards shy of the end zone. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. The big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now they'll try to finish the job here. 1st and goal. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal, as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs from 6 yards away. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now it's Herbert. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And Oliver drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, Allen. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bills! Trent Sherfield, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the... There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Chargers.
Herbert now. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Hopkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Go. Up the middle with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Complete to number 13, Keenan Allen. On 9-yard gain, brings up 2nd and goal at the Bills' 1-yard line.
Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A turnover's obviously, Charles, always costly, but when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the others.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help,
They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Murray. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 33.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Bills first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose. Second and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5. Another one through to extend the lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was supposed to put that one into Lake Geary, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Running on first down, Eckler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Up the middle, Murray. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second and a couple. They go with Murray again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it. Thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. He got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver, his second sack of the night. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll fire this deep for Hardy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AF. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Another run from Murray on second down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown! Trent Sherfield with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have opened the lead up to 30. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
It's Eckler again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff. It's Eckler. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is down to 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's complete to Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And in a situation like this, you're in the 2nd half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Stewart to carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam, he's such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And now off to the races down the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here's Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touch. Go as they start with a 1st and 10. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Allen's throw is complete. Or shifts past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Cook again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. The give up the gut for Murray. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down run for Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third down, Murray. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
And the numbers for him, pretty solid, really. He's run it well. He's caught it pretty well, but they're still far behind the 8 ball on the scoreboard.
Not able to use his talents, as you noted, to narrow the gap in the scoreboard. Sometimes it's a bend but don't break, right? He gets his yardage, that's cool, but it's not paying off on the scoreboard. They're not getting the points necessary. And
the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
1st down, Chargers.
Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And they take a knee.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense back out and ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Herbert.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on Denver. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. To the air again, Herbert. He's got Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Herbert. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Dancing to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.